My name's John, and I'm a dog dad.
To a lot of dogs. Like, a lot.
So I've been involved with dog rescue for about 5 years, and I've rescued over 100 dogs in that time. And a couple of cats, fish, and 2 shrimp with spiders outside, so probably some spiders.
So most of the time, when a shelter would run out of resources, we would pack up the van and we would head out to pick up some puppies. Most of the dogs were local and within driving distance in Iowa, so we would just take a little road trip, pack it up, and bring them back. But that doesn't mean that all the dogs were.
So we'd contact shelters as far as Texas, and team up with a company called Pilots on Paws so we could get them flown to an airport.
We would help dogs that were from overcrowded shelters, that are special needs, or just that need a loving home. And sometimes it would take a couple of weeks, sometimes it would take a couple of months just to get them to Iowa. And the pilots gave their own gas, and they would fly in their own time, and they're some of the most selfless people that exist in the world.
And it's never just one rescue, it's always a team sport. So we have groups like Critter Crusaders to help with medical costs, and Pilots and Paws to help with transportation. It's all split up among everybody. But let's keep it real. Fostering so many dogs can get pretty messy, especially when it's rainy or muddy outside. First you gotta measure the distance between all your dog's feet, and then you gotta line up all your water bowls so that you can dip them just perfectly.
Otherwise, you're buying 14 pairs of boots and you're strapping them on your dogs and you got little Velcro straps and they look adorable and they can't walk.
Those days are done, because I'm gonna show you how to make your floor so clean that you're gonna wanna eat off of it. So you got 7 dogs, you got mud, you got dirt, you got germs, and you wanna clean your house, but you don't wanna use dangerous, toxic chemicals. What's the best thing to clean? Cleaners. And if you want to take the edge off, you can use some vinegar too. So the way that it works is vinegar is not the most effective at disinfecting bacteria. It will kill some bacteria though. So if you combine it with some soap, you can get rid of most of the bacteria and clean everything away before you put that little edge on the end. And then of course, I get my paper towels from Hyvee. I like this brand because they're super affordable, and a portion of the proceeds will help plant trees and enhance our environment. And it enhances my environment every day. Alright, so you mixed your soap, a little bit of vinegar, you got your nice mixture going on, you're cleaning your floors up, and then your dogs are running in, and they're getting mud everywhere, and you think, where did I go wrong? And you think I should have went to law school, and then you realize, you know what? I should use my special trick. So what you do is you take a Kong, put a little peanut butter in it. I got mine from Hyvee. These were like $3 or $2 for both of them, which is pretty sweet. And the thing you gotta watch out for is xylitol, artificial sweeteners. They don't have any of that. It's all natural. It's peanuts, cane sugar, palm oil, salt, and molasses. So you put it in here, you throw that in the freezer so it lasts a little bit longer, and then you roll it to your pup. I love it. Just make sure that you label one of them dog, unless you want to have a little fun party game over the weekend, and you do a little peanut butter roulette, take a little nibble, and you got little bits in your mouth. Kibbles and bits. Little dog food joke. So very often it's easy to tell who has a dog and who doesn't because you're usually wearing your dog on you, which is why it's important to use a lint roller. And in combination with that lint roller, use a rug. Then you can wipe your dog's feet on it and keep your house from getting muddy. I have wood floors. However, if you don't, you can go to Hyvee and you can rent a rug doctor, which is pretty cheap. You go and you just get it for a couple hours, get your floors all cleaned up and good to go, and you're good for a couple of months. It'll freshen everything up. Otherwise, rug is a very good thing to have in the meantime. Make sure you get something shaggy and not just a welcome mat, so you actually get the dirt off of their feet. So there's gonna be times where you have a carpet and it's messy and you wanna clean it up properly and you wanna use decently strong stuff and just keep your dogs away from it. So what I like to do is use some OxiClean. What I do is just sprinkle it out on there. Binks, this is about dogs! Go, Binks! This is a dog video. Binks! Then you wait about 10 minutes. Vacuum it up. After that, if he's still got a stain, This is one of my favorites, is Woolite. Woolite is an advanced pet stain and odor remover, and it sanitizes. It's something that you should use if you've got like a really bad stain that you're not able to get out with baking soda or something like that. But it does work super well, and it prevents odors and things like that too. You just give it a little spritz, and then wait about the same amount of time, like maybe 10 minutes, before like wiping it up, and you should be good to go. And as long as you're gonna use something that's chemicals and not vinegar or soap or something like that, you're gonna wanna use something like this. So these are really cool because they're also super affordable, but they're not gonna fall apart on you either. So now even if you've got more dogs than days of the week, or one dog for every day of the week, it's not impossible to have a clean house. And all of these products that I use can be found at Hyvee. They're super affordable. And I hope you enjoyed my lesson. We're doing a free stream. Oh, don't move. Oh, I don't know how to do it on my computer. Don't move.